kick.
She only helps people because she wants to take advantage of them.
Not a trustworthy person, I hear.
A dirty girl that.
He works hard in her business because she's trying to overcompensate for the fact that she's a bad person.
You want to know, sir, 52 abortions she have. Yeah, man, I saw me ear all like a skittle girl.
Oh, she never lay herself at all, my love.
A dirty girl that.
You want to know, sir,
She only helps people because she wants to take
Not a
advantage of them.
herself at all, my love.
She's a really bad person.
Do you find yourself listening to the opinions of others a little bit too much, taking things personally, ruminating on them, maybe a little bit too often? No, self-development does include a little bit of listening, but sometimes there are people who, no matter what you do, you will always be the villain in their story. No, do I care what other people think. Oh, hell no. I live life with no regrets. And I say that not to say that I'm perfect. I have made countless mistakes throughout my life. However, I can safely say that in those moments, those mistakes were made based on decisions that I had to make, that I thought at the time I was doing right by me. With that said, take into consideration your growth. Who were you 10 years ago, 20 years ago? If people still have that mindset of that's who you were back then, that's on them. I'm sure that for every mistake that you have made, for every time that you have fallen, you have gotten back up and you have analyzed these decisions that weren't necessarily the best in hindsight, and you vowed to do better, and you've been doing better ever since. I think that that's something to celebrate. You don't have to live in their bubble. You don't have to listen to what they have to say about you. The rumors, the talking when you're in the room, the snickers. It's their immaturity. You don't have to care about that. I think it was T.I. that once said, as he was a part of a podcast, I really don't remember, but I think it was him that said he won't take the opinion of someone who knows so little about him. Now take into consideration, no one has lived in your shoes since the day you were born. No one has had the exact experiences that you have. No one has made the mistakes that you have. No one has undergone the challenges that you have. You are unique and you should be proud of that. Be proud of where you are. And as you evolve, it's not your responsibility to force others to see your evolution or to force others to change their mindset towards you. It's also important that whatever changes you make in your life, it's not supposed to be for others. It should be for yourself. If you are to get up every day and take the opinions of others to heart and change, be pulled this way, that way, who will you be in the end? You will not recognize yourself. And here's the thing. One person can have an opinion of you that will make you change and pull yourself in one direction, and then another person who you value their opinion just as much can say something quite the opposite or pull you in a different direction. Now you're torn. What are your thoughts? Who are you to yourself? Be confident in who you are. And if you need to improve yourself, improve for what you want to be who you want for you. And think about it. For every bad opinion an individual could have about you, there's someone that genuinely cares about you, that has all the good opinions to tackle what the other person says. It's all about perspective. Someone's life could be so negative they project on you. The simplest things you do could cause them to have a personal vendetta against you for the rest of their lives. Why? Because they're bitter. And no matter how much you try to rise, no matter how much you try to elevate yourself, they will never, ever see you as anything but a villain. And that's fine. Because guess what? Sometimes the villain's story is so much more epic. So, with that said, why give a fuck? They're going to talk anyway. Do what you want to do. At least that's how I live. And that makes me happy. Because at the end of the day, I can hold myself accountable for my own decisions because they're my decisions. They're not influenced by other people. No one else makes my decisions for me. And I make decisions that I have to live with. So, for any mistake that you've ever made, forgive yourself. It's what you had to do in the moment. Whether you were living in survival mode, acting out because of trauma, it doesn't matter what it is. That's not who you are now. And who you are now is not who you're going to be in 10 years because you live and you learn. I hope you have a wonderful day.
She is ambitious, and no matter what, she never gives up.
She is the kindest person I know.
She's beautiful on the inside and outside.
But I'll tell you one thing. I really respect and appreciate her. Because no matter what she's going through, she doesn't let it get her down. She picks her pieces up and she keeps moving. And for that, to me, she is the true definition of a woman. Strong and full of will and very determined. So I appreciate her.